Greetings, fellow Whovians, and welcome to Timey Wimey Review. Here we are, part 4 of the Celestial Toymaker, the final test. So this is going to be my reaction to this episode, since I've been having quite a fun time reviewing and reacting to the first 3 episodes. Now, admittedly, I have seen the original version of this a long time ago, as part of the Lost in Time set on DVD, and of course the William Hartnell years on VHS. Let me know in the comments if you got any of those still at home with you. But this is my reaction to the animated version of this episode. So if you like what you see and hear, please hit the subscribe button. That'll really help out this channel. Here we go, episode 4. So here we go, a quick recap into episode 4. The Doctor's only got about 40 moves left in the Trilogic game to defeat the Celestial Toymaker. Meanwhile, Stephen and Dodo, in their continuing search for the TARDIS, they're going to be taking on the man-boy Cyril in a very deadly game. TARDIS hopscotch, as what Cyril said. Yeah, very different. This one I can remember how it was originally done back in 1966, but yeah, again, taking a lot of freedom, taking a lot of liberties with this one, floating pieces, but yeah, looking forward to this one. I've forgotten that. Yeah, you have to jump from space to space because the bits in between are electrified and could kill. So yeah, I just heard some sound effects as well. I'm trying to think what episode that came from. I think it sounds like, again, the fourth Doctor when he was trapped at the end of part 2 of Genesis of the Daleks.
You've removed 930.
Ooh. So we're getting dangerously close. 930. I'll tell you what, I've done my maths wrong here, my fellow Whovians. I said there was about 40 moves left. I think there's a bit more than that. So I think they just moved up to 930 out of, what, 1,020-ish moves? Don't know why I went high voice like that then. If I was rolling this dice, I'll be rolling a 1 every time. Let me know in the comments below, my fellow Whovians. Are you quite lucky with dice or unlucky? I do feel sorry for Cyril in this sort of animated style. Like I said, I have commented on previous episodes, reaction videos, which you can check out, by the way, on the Timey Wimey YouTube channel, that the facial expression has not been the greatest, but I do feel like they've done something to poor Cyril. I know obviously he was quite a large person, but I don't know, it just looks like he's got hives in this one. I don't know if they're sort of mixing it with this porcelain doll type of look that they're giving for him for this animated version. But yeah, they really made Cyril more creepier. In real life, the actor did not look this creepy and disturbing. Like I said, props to all the special guest actors and actresses that was in this, and again for Peter Stevens being Cyril. You know, he's had a few bits and bobs to do in these episodes, but this is the one where he's time to shine, as it were, as Cyril. And yeah, he's absolutely nailed it for me. The Doctor's back! William Hartnell's back! Toymaker conveniently give him the power of voice back. And William Hartnell's back from his holiday. Fair play. Again, I can't lie that I'm not disliking this version of the Celestial Toymaker. You know, yes, it's very different to what it would have been like in 1966, but it is working for this story. Even though I've seen this episode before, I can't remember scene for scene what actually happens. What has Cyril put on the floor? Some kind of weird glitter or something.
And I only needed 3. It's my turn now. Too bad, isn't it? 2.
Oh, it's all cheating. Oh, he's bleeding.
Of course it is. You're so easy to fool, you are. Let's go back to the start.
Dodo, you've been tricked again.
Your triangle and this a turn. That means it's my turn now.
Well, of all the spiteful things.
Teach you that you beat me in a game. A 5! Hooray! I won! Yeah! Hurrah for me! Yahoo!
Oh no! hoisted by his own trickery, and Cyril's got electrocuted. I think he came up in a puff of smoke maybe in the original one, but you actually saw his body being electrocuted there. Slipped on his own slippery powder. Oh my gosh. Oh dear. Oh my gosh. It's just been burnt to a crisp. Mary Whitehouse wouldn't have approved. We finally get to see the Doctor after 4 episodes or a few weeks away, and he's like, I want to see the TARDIS is alright. And Toymaker makes him disappear again. Did the Doctor win this game? I don't remember that. Uh-oh.
My dear friend, don't waste our time on trivial formalities. We have been defeated. Do not leave us alone.
You know you must lose in the end.
Only I can win. If I lose, the Doctor and I go down together.
I think the Toymaker's got the same issues as the wide-eyed itis that Stephen's been having. Again, it's such a shame that they didn't spend a bit more time on the actual facial features for the animated style. Maybe it would have cost too much to do, I don't know, but that's the only letdown I would say for this version. Toymaker's not done yet.
I offer you power.
I think it's 1-on-1 now with the Doctor and the Toymaker.
Think of the exhilaration that
I challenge you to a game.
Make your last move, Doctor. Make your last move. What can be keeping you?
Something with toys.
So basically the Toymaker says if the Doctor completed that final piece,
If we won his games, we have the right to go.
he would destroy the entity of the Toymaker's world, and obviously that means everyone will get engulfed, including the Doctor, Stephen, Toto, and the TARDIS. Definitely a bit of padding going on in this episode. We're just going to have to talk our way out of it. Yeah, you've been doing that for the past 5 minutes. That was a weird impression of the Toymaker. So I think the Doctor just did an impression of the Toymaker's voice to say go to move 1023, and has essentially destroyed the Toymaker as well. That was a bit of trickery going on there. Okay, yeah, I kind of got the get out of jail free card on that one, with the Doctor doing an impersonation of the Toymaker. I don't think in a million years William Hartnell, bless him, God rest his soul, he wouldn't have been able to have done that voice.
Then your battle with him will never
I know how this ends, with the Boyle Suites leading into the next story, the Gunfighters, where the Doctor's got a dodgy tooth.
It's really interesting. Last present from the Toymaker. I wonder. Oh!
Doctor, what's wrong?
Could have been a bit of poison or something, but no, it wasn't. Dodgy tooth. And that is the end of the Celestial Toymaker. That's the end of part 4. So let's summarise then. Yes, this story does have a lot of padding. I'd say a lot. There's quite a bit of padding in places. I think the worst culprits for those was episodes 2 and 4, especially that last 10 minutes of episode 4, where they sort of try and wrap things up. It's a shame that probably Michael Gough and William Hartnell didn't have more scenes together, person to person, face to face. Obviously, that's just a look at the draw of William Hartnell's holiday, and I don't obviously beseech William Hartnell for having that holiday at all. But there's definitely a lot of fun with the characters and with the companions as well. Jackie Lane and Peter Purvis, they did a lot of the heavy lifting for this story, and to be fair, the supporting cast as well, they were fantastic with the sort of with the different characters that they portrayed, and particularly Peter Stevens in this last episode as Cyril, the sort of half man, half boy, or whatever he's going to be. Yeah, he was a lot of fun in this one. So yeah, it's sad that he kind of got his comeuppance at the end. And it would have been really good if they did expand on that a little bit further, that these are actual previous sort of humanoids that were captured by the Toymaker and has been made their slaves for eternity until they play the game and find a way to escape. That I wish they went on into that detail just a little bit more. Overall, I did enjoy this story. It's not an out and out classic. I think probably it might have been more of an out and out classic with rose tinted glasses because we didn't have a full version of this story. Sadly, obviously the episodes are missing apart from episode 4, of course. So I think a lot of Whovians and like myself as well has probably wanted to have this version complete, the original version complete, and maybe we might be seeing this in a very different light. But in terms of the animated style for this story, yeah, I can understand why a lot of fans are not happy with the animated choice style for this story. Like I said, they've taken a lot of liberties of what would have been the original version back in 1966 of this story. But I have to say, I did have a lot of fun with this. I think if you was going to do something experimental in terms of these lost episodes of Doctor Who, this would have been the perfect story for this. Now, do I think they should do this for every single story that's still missing from the Doctor Who collection? Absolutely not. I would rather have a like for like. Have a few sort of like little liberties and winks and nods and Easter eggs in these animated, lost animated episodes, absolutely, but not to the extreme as they have for the Celestial Toymaker. If you compared this to, say, the Moon Base, very different sort of style approaches in terms of animation and presentation. So, yeah, like I said, I would rather... I would like to see an animated version of the Celestial Toymaker as it was back in 1966 originally, but I can't say that I didn't have fun with this version of this story, because I did. It was good to see sort of the creativity and imagination that it's something that could have happened if it was made more as a modern day. And like I said, I can see why Russell T Davies brought this character back for the 60th anniversary specials. So yeah, in conclusion, I'm going to give the Doctor Who, the animated version of the Celestial Toymaker, a TARDIS rating of 7 out of 10. Just had a lot of fun with it. Some very freaky, freaky images and imagery used in this animated style, which I appreciated. I just wish they, again, could have been to do with time and budget, I suppose, but I wish they spent more time on the facial features for these characters to really sort of flesh out their facial expressions, because that's what was really lacking in this animation. Otherwise, yeah, I enjoyed it. Like I said, it's something that I wouldn't use for all the missing Doctor Who episodes that are still out there, but for a interesting experiment or something slightly different as part of the Doctor Who collection, I would have to say I give it a thumbs up and a recommendation to own it on DVD or Blu-ray. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts to the Celestial Toymaker. Did you love this story, the original version that is? Do you think it is an out-and-out classic or maybe an overrated story? And also let me know in the comments your thoughts to this animated version of this story. I would really love to know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you very much for watching this set of reaction videos. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's something I've not really done that often, but I just wanted to give it a go, particularly for this story. But if you have enjoyed this, please like, share and subscribe. Hit the cloister bell for more notifications. Come say hello and follow me on Facebook and X. And do check out my other fantastic Doctor Who related content on the Timey Wimey Review TikTok page. And of course, right here on the Timey Wimey Review YouTube channel. Until we meet again.